So you guys didn't hear a word of what I just said because it was on mute. So we're going to start this again. ElmCreek, potatoes, Sputnik, you, me. It'll be a good time. We're going to throw some follow me in the mix. We're going to do some auto drive. Obviously, course play will be there. And the most important star of the show, our beloved fence. So let's jump into it and see what happens and where we go. Sorry guys, I am at the motel finishing up the road trip. And I'm headed out a little later this morning, so I will be jumping back and forth between my watching chat over here on my iPad, so if I'm not looking directly at you, I do apologize. So we need to sell this windrower because we bought the wrong one. So through the magic of store deliveries, we're just going to get our new one delivered. And we want it as a left discharge. So apparently our flags are opposite? I'm not sure. I apologize for my squeaky voice after talking for 3 days straight at this trade show here and visiting with Dirt Farmer. I talked my leg off, wouldn't even believe it. My voice is a little bit rough this morning, so I do apologize. So let's see. Excuse me. All right. Let's see what sort of disorganized mess we can create here. Whoops. So let's see if we can't get our GPS course lined up here. And it looks like it's there. And I just need to get it lined up. We're spot on with our digging. Okay. So we need this one folded out. And I believe I need that offset. Now that is going to leave us a row that is way too big. I think I know what I need to change. Invert it. There we go. That's what we needed to do. Okay. So let's pick that guy up. And I will get these lined up here because it's a little easier to explain to you guys what's going on for those of you that are unfamiliar with it. So Okay, that's a little better. Still going to be a little bit wide, but we will see how it goes. There we go. Okay, so let's shut this guy off. Let's jump out and take a look at this rig here. So these are Sputnik 6180 windrows, 6100 series from Sputnik, and they have the capability of digging 8 rows at a time. So I think this will work. Get rid of the garbage on the screen, and if my mouse comes up, as it does, so we've got individual chains here if you follow the mouse, and the digger blades are just buried there in the spuds. You can't see those. So we're picking up 8 rows. Excuse me again, I apologize. We're picking up 8 rows at a time here up onto our secondary chain. These first sets of chain will dig and take all of the dirt along. Dirt, potatoes, everything. They don't jump onto these. There's actually 2 sets of chains here. You can see this top one goes right here, and then you can kind of see the bottom one goes along right here. So these are spaced wide, so the dirt and the potatoes fall through onto the second chain or the secondary, and this chain lifts the vines off or devines the potatoes. From there, see if we can delicately walk along here and look down a little bit here. They come up, the vines and big stuff falls off the back. The potatoes get dropped onto this bottom row. I'm familiar with it being called the rear cross. Some people call it the crossover. It varies by regions, I guess you could call it. And so then we pick up those 8 windrows, and it because of how the farm sim game is, it doesn't quite work exactly how we want it to. And I'm not sure how well this is going to work. We're going to have to, looks like we're going to have to tweak our GPS a little bit. But in real life, it would come and it would drop these 8 potatoes into this set of 4 rows here. And then this machine is doing the same thing, but instead of dropping them on the right side, it's dropping them on the left. Then from there, let's see if we can jump in here. And we've got this machine here, which we're just finishing up here on this row. And we could probably go over to these other rows and show you kind of how it works. But we'll get it started, maybe. So, this row, you can kind of see standing here. Excuse me. Ugh, terrible noises for you guys. I apologize. But we can see this is spaced to, I believe, 4 meters within the game. I'd love to see it out to 144 inches to straddle 4 potato rows. This machine, instead of digging 8, digs 4, but they've got a solid belt here instead of individual row belts, and they go up here. Let's take a look down. They come up here again with the same with our windrowers. It drops them onto the secondary and the diviner, and then from there it comes over, drops them on the rear cross, and then up the side elevator across the star table to get rid of the dirt, over to here, up our boom, and into our truck. Now, we get everything going here. We start moving, and we will have to, not sure why it's not picking those up. It's interesting. It worked beautifully last night. Oh, hold on here. What is going on here? Oh, it's not digging them because it's full. I see now. So, silly BigSky. So, we will shoot over here and get our one of our trucks. So, this again is another little bit of a limitation of the game. So we're going to have to see if we can figure out how to make follow me and course play and auto drive work with us instead of against us. But ideally what we would be doing is this truck gets positioned about here and would slowly drive the same speed right next to the machine, and they would unload on the go. Typically these windrower harvester machines do not have anything that any type of tank or any type of capacity in them. So we'll have to see what we can do to make this work for us. So since I've got these down already, we're going to come over here, and again, ideally you would want these spaced just a little bit further so they are not we're going to be about 12 here. I don't set there. We're going to be going west, no offsets. We're going to center it. We're going to center it again. There we go. So we could set it and we would just creep along about this 2 miles an hour, 1.5 miles an hour. Great animation out of here, getting the chopped up vines blown off of there. This is a big blower, usually a Carrera powered fan. Comes down the plenum here and goes underneath the machine, blows all of the vines off. So let's see once. We're going to take a look in our keybinds here, and you guys are going to watch as I painfully learn how to use auto drive. So here is, no, not auto drive, follow me. So I think follow me should be here. There it is. All right, so we went to initiate and choose, right control F, side offset, marker for side offset, follower, choose other, right shift, right control. Okay. Whoops, excuse me guys, sorry. I am just kind of a hot mess falling apart here today, aren't I? So I am going to do this. Of course, we have to auto save now. There we go. All right. And we're going to set that up so I can reference it. And we will go from there. But we want to do that. Perfect. Perfect. And perfect. Okay. So let's go back. We're going to see, now this is also one thing that we can do, whoops, is we can divine the spuds if we wanted to, which I did over here. Just added realism, you don't have to. So, okay, we're going to get rid of our course play menu here. And we're going to do right control F. Okay, maybe we gotta be closer. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So, typically you wouldn't see trucks in the field like this. Yep. Okay, now we want to do follow or change distance. So right control, right shift. Okay. So now I believe we're going to slow this way down. So if I start moving, how come he's not moving? Right shift, right control, F. Okay. Oh, because he's going to wait till he's behind, right? So, right control, right, and F. And then, no, whoa, 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 don't run in right into me. Oh, hey, look at there. I'm offline. I don't want to be offline. Okay, so look at here. This is working perfect. This is exactly what it's supposed to do. Oh my goodness, I love this. Love this, love this, love this. Okay. So I just lost my internet on my iPad here, so give me just a minute, guys. Get connected back to that. This is working better than I could have ever hoped. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I'm so happy. This is so awesome. So happy with this. Okay. We're back on chat. Good to go there. Oh, this is just, I'm sure you guys are totally bored, but I am just giddy with this. So, oh, working so well, so perfect. So perfect. But now I believe, and with our down here, I can keep an eye. Now, here's where things might get just a little messy. So I believe I have to right shift. Okay, so how do I tell him to stop? So this is going to be a little unorthodox here, but this is a potato harvest here that would make an amazing multiplayer setup, because you could have some guys in tractors doing the windrowing. You could have your harvester, you could have a couple of truck drivers, and with about 4 or 5 people, it would just be a good old time. So, nice thing with this is hopefully while we're getting our follower turned around, which this might this might have to be our some of our things here. I'm just trying to look and see what and unfortunately we're going to crush some of our sunflowers here, but that's okay. That is a-okay. Again, W990, Justin Dubois, Northwest Mods and Edits, Kenworth here. Absolutely beautiful. Works amazing for potato harvest. So, and I believe... Yep. Okay. No, where are you? Oh, he's... Okay. He's like, alright, I'm gonna head out. So, I think with our... within the confines of our game here... Try something. Oh, I can. So this is a little bit added realism here. We can creep him ahead just a little bit, and he is full. So that's cool there. So we can. And I think I gotta shut him off, right? Okay, all right. So now that we've got that handled, we can swing this over. And you could set your auto drive up for this, which we'll worry about that on the next group. Over here to our right is the big 12 row planter. And whoa. Got a lot of potatoes here. So we are just going to go slide some potatoes into our cellars here, and could definitely set this up for a little bit of added realism here, into like a hoop barn and actually have the conveyors and everything. We'll get to that point, guys. I promise we will. But this morning we are just gonna be goofing around, seeing if we can get this stuff to work. So So I'm just tickled pink with how that worked. Now I might be able to do that same process with our windrowers here, and follow me. So ideally I would like to get our windrowers set up running together on courseplay, so that they're doing courseplay, and I can focus on the harvester and the trucks. So, all right, we can get this guy here, and we're going to do that. And I believe, so for him, I want him to be right with us there. Okay. So we've got a good looking yield of spuds here. And when we get next to him, He should take off with us. Perfect. Oh, I can't even tell you guys how excited I am that this part is working exactly how I want it to. So, Miss Wildstyle, good morning, ma'am. How are you? Graham, Mr. Bison himself, is in the house. How are you guys doing this morning? We are digging potatoes in ElmCreek, and I am happy as a pig stop, just having fun with this. Potatoes is what I'm familiar with down here in Montana. So, apologize if you guys have been here hanging out with me for a while and I didn't see you. I'm just so excited with what we got going on in the game here. So, but yeah, we're just digging spuds. We're just having fun here. So, how are you guys doing this morning? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you guys stopping in and joining us. We are just living the dream here. So, I'm just doing great, Miss Wildstyle. Just doing great. So, we're gonna pick those up, and we will. As soon as he gets unloaded there, the last little bit. Hey, and Jason's out. Jason's lurking down in the background. Appreciate you stopping in, sir. Lurking before you go back out to grind feed. Awesome, sir. Awesome. Thank you guys again for stopping in and joining our little early morning potato stream here. So we are going to so it is a morning like this that I want to get into modding, because I would love to get a widespread fence like my black Challenger here. I would love to get one of my tracked fence spread out that wide. Friend of mine and fellow potato person here in Montana just bought a Fendt track machine that he's going to put on his Sputnik harvester this fall. So super excited for him and for that this fall. It'll be some fun. So, all right, now that we have the basics of shut this noisy guy off here. Now that we have the basics of follow me figured out, we're going to see if we can get it figured out for here. So we want right control. There we go. Okay. So we want him just a little bit behind. Maybe I got to be in the other one? Maybe I got to be over here. I don't know. We're going to find out. Okay, so we do right shift, right control. Oh, maybe I got to be moving? Oh. Engine started helps, huh? Helps to start the machine too, I reckon. But we gotta do this. Okay, there we go. So I don't want him that far behind me. And let's see. We're gonna start off at 10. And I believe I have to be over here and get this one started. And it's running, okay. Why can't I... Oh, because we're still... no? Do I gotta do something? Did I... Uh-oh. I think I've broken something. Right, because he's gonna be... But how come I can't drive now? Will this one drive? Yeah, he'll drive. Oh. Oh. No. Stop, other guy. Stop, stop. Whoa, hold on. No, stop. Wait. Oh, whew. That was bad. Okay. So, now that I know what's going on, I think I know what's going on. I want to dismiss this worker. Oh, yeah, something like that, Graham. Something like that, Graham. Okay, so shift control. Let's swing it around to the other side. How come I can't dismiss my worker here? This part didn't do this. So how come I'm all wiki-wonky here now? Why? Because I didn't... Okay, well now we know that. And now we got that. So maybe now we can drive this other guy? How do I unhire him? He won't let me fire the worker. He won't let me shut him off. Nothing. There we go. Vehicle was removed. Oh, that's fine. Oh. And of course now the battery on my battery on my Xbox remote is going dead now, of course. Okay. So let's get... And I want to be there. Okay, so now I want to jump over here and get this guy. This first pass on this field, guys, is going to be bad. So we're just going to own it. It'll be okay. And we'll go with it. Okay. Get it started. And we want to drop it down. And I believe we want to unload there. Okay. Now back to this one. And I want to share. Yeah. So now I'm gonna, no. Well, okay, we'll try this way. Okay. I promise, guys, we'll get this. And I'm gonna guess this far out. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. We're getting this. Good morning, Mr. Bear. How are we doing, sir? All right. So this is going to be an utter disaster. I just can see this, but we'll get it. Patience will persevere, and we'll get there. Okay, we need to. Okay, what do you guys think? 12.5 off? We're going to see if he's right next to us here. Okay. This is going to be very unrealistic, going 9 miles an hour with a digger. Mr. Bear, I am doing very well myself, having a ball with this new potato equipment, and living life. There we go. All right. Come on, Mr. Fent. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Wait. No, I think I have them following each other. Oh. It is, Mock, and this is what I use, very similar stuff to this. So I want him. This is more what we were looking at. Should we try it there? Let's try it there. So this is very similar to the potato equipment that I use in real life, Mock. Speaking of potatoes, look who dropped in to join us this morning. It is Mr. Spuds himself. I am ready to tackle any potato challenges, Mr. DJ, because I've got my Sputnik potato equipment and I am ready to go. So, welcome to the morning disaster. We are going to see what sort of a mess we can make here. I am currently in a slight disagreement with the fine folks of course play and auto drive here. Or no, excuse me, it's follow me this morning. It's follow me. And we're trying to get these two windrowers to work together and give us a nice because there it's going to be right on us. Let's try it. We're going to try it at 10, right? I think we're going to want more than that. Yes, Graham. This stream is the Titanic. That's awesome. Thanks for the laugh. I appreciate that. I think we'll try 12.5. See where that gets us. Ooh, is that our sweet spot right there? Is that our sweet spot? I think I want him a little closer. I'm thinking 10 might have been our spot. If I can get far enough back to see it. Maybe 11? Yeah, there you go, Mock. There you go. Okay, nope, we're going to want to move him out again just a little bit. Yeah. I kind of like the looks of that. I think he could actually sneak out just a little bit more even. Yep, let's do 11.5. Oh yeah. All right, so we've got this. We have this part done. Okay, let's just spin around, take a look from here, see what that looks like. I think I can fit that harvester down that. Yeah, buddy, we're winning. I'll be honest, Miss Wildstyle. I am a kid in a candy store with this right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna. This is. So there. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's Justin Gilbertson. Gilbertson. He built these mods and released them right at the end of FS19. And he, if I remember correctly, he released them like in the middle of the summer. So super busy time at work, everything like that. And I got a very brief chance just to play with them for probably about a week. Just had everything dialed in, and then all the FS22 stuff started coming out. And so with my well, I can't even say limited modding skills because, well, I have no modding skills. I didn't get a chance to do anything with them in 22, and now they are out. They are working famously. And yeah, I'm a kid in a candy store. Not gonna lie to you. So, only thing I'm not sure of is how to handle the corners. So I think I need to run over here and we unhire this guy. Which it's not doing, which kind of bothers me just a little bit. But let's see here. Maybe let's try it from this one. Well, we're just going to try this. I know there's going to be people and trucks and cars and equipment and trees, but that's just how life is going to be. So, now I think I want to be right where he is. I don't want he's going to dribble potatoes all around the corner because he's just a dribbler. But I'm dribbling him too, so we'll see how this disaster works. Yeah, this isn't perfect. I could be shifting over quite a ways. This will work for now. I'll take this for now. We'll get it sorted a little bit better on the other side of the map. But ideally we'd be taking, we got what, 2 windrowers, taking 8 rows, and our harvester would be taking 4 plus the 16 we dig, so we'd be digging 20 rows at a time. That's a pretty healthy whack of spuds for that harvester to take. But it can do it. It can handle it. So, but obviously our green fent there is digging a little bit more, or not digging quite as many as we would like him to. Probably should have jumped on this GPS course over here, but I didn't. So we know 1, 2, yeah. So, but not the end of the world. I think I might try adjusting. This is where it would get a little tricky, is if I do, I gotta think about my offsets for my GPS. Because if I'm dead in the middle, is where the harvester is. And I offset this guy out. Yeah. So this is going to be fun. This will be added into the series as we go along. There may just be a series coming through of we just do all potatoes. There might be a little bit of grain in there for some rotation and some fun, but it will be a whole pile of potatoes. So we are going to get this. We'll get down to the other end of the field here, then we'll get the harvester back out and see if we can set up an auto drive course and get a little bit of automated farming going here and see what happens. So. Wait, so now, do I have, am I still in control of this machine? Okay, I am. Good. Whew. So, that's the only thing I haven't. I think actually this one here looks like it's going to be too wide. I wonder if I should kick him in just a little bit closer here. So I'm going to do shift. I do think I do want him at that. I need like a 10 3/4. All right. So, in case you're curious, I'm not trying to grind down the stream, so you guys are incredibly bored. This 2 miles an hour is actually a little bit fast for digging. Most of the potato digging that I've done in my lifetime has been right around that 1.5 to 2 miles an hour. In perfect soil that's kind of sandy and there's no clods or anything like that, in perfect digging conditions, I have dug as fast as 3, but that's been kind of a rarity, digging that fast. So there is, get this truck out of the way here. A rarity to go that fast. So you mean why don't I have these two right on top of each other, Graham? Is that what you're kind of getting at? Wait. Oh, I kind of screwed that one up. So I'll show you the reason for the gap here in just a second. So I want to make sure he's got that, and we are going to, I think I want to be right here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep. So give me just a second, Graham, and your questions will be answered, provided I didn't drive the other guy into a tree, which I did. That's fine. Okay. So, oh, hey. There he stopped with no problem. So what our goal here is, Graham, is we want to we're now going to use this guy, and we're going to leave some bits on this first pass here. But typically potatoes are done in rows. Rows are planted 36 inches apart, and 34, everybody does their own, whatever works best for them. But then you dig 8 rows with those machines, and you move those 8 rows to the right or to the left, depending on the machine. And then this one comes along, and we're going to get down the row a little bit here, and he picks up all of his or he digs 4 of his own rows, and then picks up the two piles, I guess you'd call them, from the other 2 machines. And that actually looks pretty spot on for where we want it to be. So we'll jump out, get our truck nice and close. Whoops, excuse me. Nope, I don't want him to do it. Okay, this could be... This could be kind of an interesting thing, because why did it choose this one? I don't think... Whoops. Okay. Now how come we're not set? There we... No. I'll get this, guys, I promise. I think I have it figured out now. So, Control F. Am I back in the... Oh, I am back in the tractor, darn it. That's what's goofing me up, is I keep getting in the wrong equipment. Okay, so... Follow AI worker there. Yes, okay. And now... Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, sorry. So now I can explain a little closer, Graham. We'll get rid of all this gook on the screen. See if I can get my... So we've got our windrowers that are set up to discharge left and right. And as they do that, that's what leaves this gap down the middle. Harvester comes back through, digs his gap of potatoes and all the potatoes they left on the ground. The spot we're in the field right here now is where I was getting everything fine-tuned, getting my settings figured out, because I'm not that good at doing math in my head. Excuse me. to get this all laid out and ready to go and get it spot on perfect. It's probably what I should have done last night. Probably would have made a much better stream, but sometimes you guys like to watch a guy struggle. So now that we've got this dialed in, I believe, I'm going to try to screw it up, is I want to increase the distance. So I believe if I do this, yeah, there we go. So this way I can increase the distance at which the truck is following the tractor, so I can actually make him drive ahead and give you that realistic feel for how this works. And I believe I can... D is going to increase that offset. Tractor, we can put the flow of potatoes more right into the truck, making it just look a little bit more realistic. So but yeah, that's what the gap is for. Just adds this little degree of realism for me, so making it a little bit nicer for you guys. So that is what we are doing this morning, and it is working really nice. I'm happy with it. Very, very happy with it. Looks like our truck here is getting full. Looks like he is full. So I believe now here's the sticky point about real life, and I've seen guys do it. Real life, you have to drive down to the end of the row to come out, because otherwise you're driving over spuds and breaking them, cracking them, doing all sorts of horrible things to them. So for new people that aren't familiar with potatoes, that can be a very hard thing to learn. So but this is, as Miss Wildstyle said, I am just like a kid in a candy store with this, because this is awesome, working perfectly. So I think we're ooh. We might have to look away, folks, guard your eyes. We may have to call in Goliath's towing here. Goliath's Towing is the sponsor of this stream. For all your heavy haul rig needs, call Goliath's Towing. 123-456-7899. Yeah. All right. So while he is unloading, somebody is still listening. So now I think we can just take this guy and get this crud off the screen. If we pull this guy up here and we do a Control F And we want him to follow at 0. Oop. Set our offset first. We were at 7.5, I believe. And he's going to be kind of rude about it, but that's okay. So, I can just get this fired up, and away we go. Now, if I could get follow me and auto drive to work together, that when this is full, it triggers auto drive to turn on, I'm pretty sure that I could get to a pretty sure I could get to 100% automated potato farming where everything else is being done and I'm just driving the harvester. I think I could get there. I'm just not sure. So we'll see. We will see. So hopefully you guys enjoy potatoes, because there's going to be a lot of potatoes in the future. So super psyched about this series. I've got just a little bit of time left this morning, so we might jump over and do a little bit of potato planting. So I think I have seasons turned off so we can plant potatoes in October. I don't know. So just looking at how we are here. Our next pass coming down is going to be a little bit too wide, so we are going to be skipping some bits. So we'll have to get our follow me and GPS settings a little bit closer on this other for our windrowers, but I think we can do it. I think we can get there. So like I said, now I just need to teach myself some modding so I can get the proper axle widths on these tractors, and life will be awesome. So life already is awesome. I'm hanging out with you fine folks, streaming the best game in the world, doing potatoes with real live Sputnik equipment. This is just awesome. So awesome. Oh, see, the deer are gonna come and get the potatoes. So yeah. So, all right. Now that I have a few things figured, I think I know what to do. All right. So now I believe I want to jump over here, and I want to Control F. Yep. And so I want to back him up. Doesn't want to stop all that well. Okay. And so, whoops. Goliath's towing. Also, in case you ever want to throw your tractor around. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. How did I get this far away from the... I keep looking down at my and then talking to my chat instead of talking to you guys here. We'll get this streaming thing down and figured out, I promise. When? I don't know. Probably about the time my grandkids are going, Grandpa, what's streaming? Because, you know, something more exciting will have come along by then. So this is the nice thing about the slightly unrealistic way we're doing this, is we can get sort of get a little bit packed up here, and all right, I think we'll work good here. I want to recenter our GPS and get that set. All right. looks like there are a few of you in chat. Again, I've been ignoring you guys, so I do apologize. Appreciate you guys jumping in, hanging out with me. Your support means the world to me. And yeah, if you haven't already and you want to, feel free to click that like button if you're enjoying the stream. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and that way you can enjoy the next time we have a live potato stream. So this is going to be something a little different for us. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. So, nope, no worries. I get it, Graham. I like it. So that's what it's all about. So for a little bit of different fun here, we're just going to take this full load of potatoes over. And we're just going to turn around, load these into the planter, and we're just going to plant right behind, or right out of the field. Pretty much nothing as unrealistic as that. So, okay. Get this one shut. We'll take this guy over. Ooh, that was a good slide. Did you guys see that? That's a pretty decent slide. Hey, Pleasant View Farms, welcome aboard, sir. I am getting an early start today. So, we, let's see, which one was I going to plant now? 70. Oh, right here. Okay. So, whoops. Jeez Louise, don't chat and read the map and drive all at the same time. So, we are playing with some Sputnik potato equipment here, Pleasant View. So we do thank you for joining in. And I think I'm going to have to edit the capacity of this trailer just a little bit because it, I know, right, Graham? It was awesome. Might be a little heavy for us, so. All right, let's see. I can use this little guy. And we'll just use him to move our potato conveyor over there. So. Alright, this will be a little bit slow, so, but that's okay. And I believe autosave is going to glitch us there. It is, but we'll be okay. Oh, I wonder if I can. Sorry, I just have brilliance just pops into my head. No, I'm just kidding. I just had a great idea for add a little bit of realism over at the cellars. I'm going to save that one and test it before I try that on a live stream because I don't have the time today to get it set up. So, but, Hope everybody is doing well this morning. Anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I've got the big kids scheduled. They'll be up in the same town I am here now, up in Great Falls, for a swim meet this morning. So that's kind of why I'm just hanging out here, waiting for them to get here. We'll do a little high school swimming this morning, and then I'm headed home for what's left of a relaxing weekend before another manic Monday. So, okay. Let's get this lined up right nice. Oh, fits perfect. Okay. So I want to fold it. And then we're gonna, I think that should be good. Put that out just a little bit. Now, I believe we should be able to move it just a little bit. So the big thing with potatoes, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is, shut that guy off, is you don't want to bruise them. Bruising is bad for potatoes. So, why don't I have any fertilizer in there? I thought I put some in there. Oh, well, just look away for a moment, folks. Just chat amongst yourselves. Oh, look, fertilizer. It's full in the tanks. So, hey, Farmer Willie B is in the chat. Hello, sir. Welcome aboard. Glad you could join us. I don't know that I've seen you here before, so welcome in, welcome in. Glad you could join us. Unfortunately, you missed out on the potato harvest because we're going to work on some planting right now. But good news for you, if you're interested, you can click that subscribe button, and you'll know next time I do a potato harvest, because there will be lots more coming up. So, hope you're having a good weekend morning. Glad you could stop in and hang out with us for a few. Excellent, excellent. Appreciate you being here, man. Hope you enjoy it. So, this is a Sputnik 12-row planter. And a couple of things I forgot to tell you guys about Sputnik is they are actually their global world headquarters, whatever you want to call them, is about 2.5 hour drive from where I live. And when I used to work for a potato grower, we would go down to, they would have an open house once a year. And so I've actually been to the factory where they build these planters, and it is pretty cool. Pretty cool place. They actually, the company, when they do their open house, they actually shut down production for 3 days and clean out the factory, and they have a big catering company come in, and you actually eat right there on the floor, on the manufacturer floor. So it's pretty cool. So, all right, we are going to get unloading here. And, excuse me, for a little bit of realism, we can actually kind of move our conveyor here side to side a little bit. And the big thing, they actually, some guys will fill it this way. Other guys, the guys I worked for specifically, they custom built a bucket for their payloader. It is a big trailer. It is a big trailer. I was looking at the real ones last night, getting some specs on them, and yeah, they're a big honking trailer. So Um, but there's the farm I had, we would, they had big extensions built on, oh shoot, it wasn't quick enough on that one. To get the big extensions on a payloader bucket. That's where I was going with that. And so they, we would fill I'm drawing a complete blank, the payloader bucket, we would fill it with spuds out of the conveyor, and then I would just pull in behind the planter and unload it into there. Oh, what did... Oh, sorry, DJ Nightbot got you. He's kind of a crabby bear in the morning, so we'll have to. Don't worry, I'll speak to him after the stream and get him sorted out for next time. So, good morning, Farmer. Appreciate you stopping in, sir. How are you doing? So, all right. Let's see if we can put some potatoes in the ground. So yeah, this thing, it's just got this giant hopper on it. Real ones hold about 40,000 pounds of spuds, which is absolutely crazy, but you know. And so then they've got the little, let's see if I can get it here. So they convey out of here into a little central box, and then each one of these lines is a conveyor that goes out, and they fall in this little hopper here. And the potatoes just sit here, and the cups just pick them up, throw them over, and drop them down into the ground. They get covered up, and away we go. So let's jump in and see if we can get some potatoes planted. So good, farmer. Like I said, welcome aboard. We're glad you're here. So we're gonna see kind of a mess we can make here. I think I want to go west, and I definitely don't need an offset. Okay, apparently I'm not paying attention to the directions, so we're just gonna go here. Oh, we can just start right in here. So the beauty of GPS and potatoes is you can kind of start anywhere and make it work out for you. So real life, you do sacrifice a little bit of field edge, gives you a little more room to turn the harvest equipment around. So that is what we're going to try here today. And look at there. Oh, I do want to, because this is kind of cool, potatoes take a pile of nitrogen. So we are just going to get the soil map and get that going. So there we go. Let's see here, where are my buttons? Oh, so I did adjust the capacity of this planter to be a little closer. It looks like I missed it by just a little bit, but so glad we could get a stream in here. Glad we could get this going this morning. So, but let's clean this up for you guys just a little bit. There we go. But yeah, this is it. Kind of a crazy machine to see it in real life. This obviously the game doesn't really give it a good impression of how big this planter is, because it's huge. And then like the in-game planter, the little one, this one, which has this hiller and packer and everything on the back of it. Let me ask you guys this. Does any of this stuff look familiar? Grimmy actually owns Sputnik. Sputnik was a little company in Blackfoot, Idaho, but they were bought out several years ago by Grimmy. Um, so lots of interesting stuff there. But yeah, um, they have that big contraption for tilling up tractor tracks and planter tracks and whatnot that sits behind this planter in real life. Um, and it's just huge, and they put like, 450 horse tractors on it. Um, and they're all fixed frame. As this is not a shameless plug for Fendt or anything, um, but you would see you'll see a lot of 1050s starting to pop up on these big planters, um, just because they're taking so much horsepower, and you can't really use an articulated machine to do um, like the turn I just did. So let's see, we turn our GPS on, we want to drop that baby in the ground, we'll fire it up, and away we go. So that's why, in case you're wondering, I'm leaving a little skip on the ends of the rows. It gives us a little more room um, to turn our harvest equipment around. So you are absolutely welcome, farmer. Um, they'll be looking in the next coming weeks here. There will be some got the beginnings of an idea for a potato farm. It's actually going to be seed potatoes, so we'll be using a bunch of different stuff there, and so it'll be kind of the whole thing. It's going to be really fun. In case you haven't picked up on it, I'm pretty excited about this Sputnik potato equipment. So it's going to be fun, and I'm excited to get it going and introduce the farm sim community, for those that don't know, to a little bit of American style potato farming. So craziness would have it, the people that I worked for did not have anything that went out to like Michigan, North Dakota, Red River Valley, out in that area. But one of the neighboring farms, they shipped a lot of seed potatoes out to Michigan. The bulk of it that I farmed went to Eastern Washington, Eastern Oregon, and down into Idaho. So let's see, let's go this way. So this is not quite as exciting as our as harvest is, obviously, and actually we can 6 miles an hour is just a skosh fast. We're probably in that 4.5 to 5 range, and that's maybe even a little high. We'll go right at 4. But yeah, definitely some fun stuff coming up for potatoes in the future here. So excited to see this stuff in game. So and I think I saw somewhere I saw it in the community, the farm sim community. Somebody's making or working on a big potato cellar with all the graded floors and everything. Um, I'm not gonna go out on a limb and say who it was, and because it may, I don't, it's still in the beginning stages of it, um, and it may not be, it may never see the light of day. It may not be released. It may just be a private thing, but that'd be really cool to have as some legit American style potato storage stuff too. So, but you can see it, 40 feet of planter here. You can plant a pile of potatoes in a short amount of time. So, and the farm that I worked for, um, they did not have a 12 row, they had an 8 row. But we were putting down I don't think you can get that as an option for this one, but there's, had a big silver box that sat right here in front of the hopper, and it had, they did dry fertilizer with that. So we were planting the potatoes, we were doing a dry fertilizer, we had a liquid starter fertilizer that they were putting in the side of the hill, and then there was a inoculant and a seed treatment that was sprayed right over top of the seed piece. So we were putting 5 different things on in one pass, and we had so much stuff, so much going on, the rates were so high that we could, if we filled absolutely everything up full to the brim, we could plant 7 acres before we had to stop and fill something. And so it felt like you were constantly stopping to fill something. So most of the time it was for the fertilizer, or for the potatoes. So basically every time you would fill potatoes, you just filled all the fertilizer back up, and you just kind of kept it at a constant level. But it was crazy. We'd plant for about 3 weeks, and for the most part we tried to be out in the field by about 6. Sometimes we were there as early as 5 to get everything going, and then there was nights where it was 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning before we shut down. When I worked for them, we did not ever do a 24-hour shift, but a year or 2 before I started working for them, they routinely went 24 hours a day. They had enough help at the time that they could get that all coordinated, because it took about 3 people generally to keep the planter running. So, and that did not include the crew at the cellar cutting and treating all the seed pieces and everything. So pretty crazy. But I will, I should have some pictures somewhere that I can put out on the community page, kind of give you guys an idea of what we were doing, what was going on. So I'll have to see if I can track those down. So, but potatoes are definitely a crazy different world. So, but I definitely enjoyed my time farming potatoes. So I still do. Some of you might know I still do help a guy out in the fall with harvest. So this coming September, October, there might even be some real life videos coming to the channel. So we'll see how that works out. But we can definitely get a fair bit of potatoes with this baby, that's for sure as well. So Yeah, that is correct, Graham. Um, Harvest time, it is go. Hardcore all the time and a massive amount of people. Um, because like I said, the guys I worked for, we had 3 of us in the field. Um, and then at one point, if they could get enough, they had 10 trucks that they would run. And they liked to run them all because that's what made everything as efficient as possible. So that was 13. And then there were 1, 2, 3, 5. I think there was another 8 or 9 people at the cellar. So I mean, it was over 20 for the crew, and they had they were kind of a middle to big sized farm. So excuse me, there was a few farms that had more than that, but it's just a pile of people. So, but and it was lots of tractor time for this guy, which was just fine by me. I enjoy running tractor, because all of the yeah, farmer, what part of Nebraska is that? I ask solely because I've got a coworker that lives down in the Lincoln area. So, but yeah, they're crazy outfits to check out for sure. And regionally everybody does it just a little bit different. I know there's a pile of potatoes out in Wisconsin as well, and out there they've got several self-propelled potato harvesters. The Lenco, Lenco, Lenco brand, self-propelled ones, and those machines are pretty crazy as well. So, but yeah, you get me started on potatoes or Fendt or worse, both, and I can sit and chat with you guys all day long about it. So, but we will probably get to the end of this field, and if there's a little time left, we might jump back over. So, yes. Sorry, DJ, I'm just seeing your message. All the potato stuff, everything I've got here is all PC mods. That's correct. So, Midwest, by the Platte River, 150 miles from Lincoln. Okay, very cool, farmer. Very cool. So, but yeah, there's, see, I know the guys down in Idaho, they have a lot more of this bigger equipment. Several huge potato farms down there, and a big chunk of them get seed potatoes from right around the area where I live there. So seed potatoes is a huge business down in southeast Montana. So we're gonna do that right there. So, all right. Hey, iFarmer Steve, how are you doing, sir? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you again. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're having a good start or middle to the weekend. So we're just here on Elm Creek doing a little potato planting with the new 12-row Sputnik planter. Um, Liking this planter, just liking it a lot. So, I just saw this. There's a guy wearing a fence suit driving the John Deere combine. Hi, Farmer Steve. I am doing just fantastic. So I am super excited about this Sputnik equipment that dropped this week. It is available on Facebook page. I'm a terrible YouTube host in that I did not remember which page it came from or get a link put in the description. So I will do that when we're finished up here. It is available on... Why did I stop? That was kind of weird. So, but holy cow. I don't think I could have tried to get it that perfect on the edge of the field, just randomly starting on a GPS line out in the middle of the field. That's just awesome. So, okay. Anyway, back to planting. So, we'll get this planted and then we'll go get another, we'll harvest another load of spuds and go through that whole show now that we got some of those follow me bugs worked out. We'll continue to fine tune our operation and with the hopes of getting it as automated as we can. So all right. Actually cover a fair bit of ground here with this planter. So, and you guys know me. I'm just crazy enough that I might even try doing some potatoes up on Morris. 300-acre potato field, BigSky Farms, course play. What could possibly go wrong with that? No, I don't know if I'm that crazy, but this equipment would definitely make it fun for sure. So all right. Okay, so we are going to jump into this truck a minute and just shut him off. And let's see, there's our other truck. All right. And I think we do have a little bit coming. Oh no, we did make the corner. Okay, we're good there. All right, so let's see if we can. All right, let's do Control F. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, I think we want to be at 0 for right now. But... Okay, so let's get our harvester back. And away we will go. Come on, driver. There we go. There we get our driver going. There will probably, well, not probably, there definitely will be some potato work on Green Valley, Nebraska, because we've got a potato chip factory there that needs some spuds. So we're going to be busy on Green Valley. So I love it when there is a when the trucks are next to you here. So, but they are, you can see him kind of surging there. He can't get geared low enough to stay next to the machine here, so. But there definitely is not any speed harvesting here for BigSky Farms, so. But that's okay. We aim for a little bit of realism. This is actually not a bad width. I wish we could have narrowed it just a little bit, but we're doing okay. I like it. Well, look who decided to show up this morning. Mr. Fury Machine Gaming is here. How you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Glad you could join us. We are just harvesting some potatoes with our Sputnik 4-row harvester. I'm actually glad that you're here, and I keep looking down at chat. I've done it all morning. No offense, Mr. Fury, but I'm kind of glad Gutterball isn't here, because I'm afraid this slow farming that I'm doing would probably put him over the edge. So this is about as accurate as I can get for potato harvest here. So. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, yes, yes. Teaching the next generations. Well done, sir. Well done. So. Driver in the truck's probably about ready to shoot me. So. Alright. Here's our GPS beep that we're getting close to the end. So. Alrighty. We will let those potatoes finish running into the truck. There's the last little bit of them coming up the side elevator. All right. So that definitely did not fill up as quickly as the full width ones. So what I might try to do is easy. Stop, stop, stop. The brakes on this trailer are terrible. Oh, fine. Okay. So we know that this guy is lined right up where he needs to be. I do want to make sure. That is set correctly. Okay. Take him off a GPS. Turn his unload here on. Okay, now he's going to follow that one. Oh, yeah. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Let's see, follower, choose other. Now I want to make sure. There we go. Did you guys ever see the movie Home Alone? Correction, Home Alone 2, the second one. The guy at the fancy hotel in New York, he just ran the credit card and it came back as stolen. And he just does that grin under the light, you know, it goes bing. He just does that evil grin. That's me, evil grin, right here. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited that this is working. So, next step is to automate these two guys on Courseplay and let them go to town and do their thing. So, Unfortunately, guys, we are out of time. We are out of time for today. It was a blast hanging out with you guys again today. Fury was here, Graham was here, Steve, Farmer Steve, excuse me. Farmer was here, Miss Wildstyle was here earlier, DJ stopped by. I probably shouldn't do this because I'm going to miss somebody. McKenzo was here. Who else? Farmer Willie B was here. Pleasant View Farms stopped in for a quick minute. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You've got my weekend kick-started into a good direction. I appreciate each and every one of you and your support. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed today, because we're going to be doing a lot more potato farming as the days go on. So with that out of the way, I'm going to bid you adieu. Thank you so much for stopping, and we will see you next time.